3, go!
Since we are going to Egypt in July this year, the main reason I came here this time was for the Egypt exhibition, just to understand a little more before the trip. This exhibition, Pharaoh, King of Egypt, was created in collaboration with the British Museum, featuring authentic artifacts from ancient Egypt, and it runs from 29th January 2026 to 10th January 2027. So if you're planning a visit, there's still quite a bit of time. It is quite popular, so there are usually a lot of visitors. For some of the pieces, you might need to queue a little to get a closer look. Also, just a quick note, video recording isn't allowed inside. Photos are allowed, but without flash. So I'll be sharing just a glimpse through photos along with a few insights. There are coffins, jewelry, religious statues, and even everyday objects people used thousands of years ago. But what I found interesting is how they explain the afterlife, the beliefs about the soul, how everything was prepared, and the whole journey after death. The exhibition walks you through different aspects of ancient Egyptian life, from born of the gods to sacred spaces and royal palaces, then into craftsmanship, village life, and military life, and how the pharaoh was seen as a divine king. One small downside, the audio guide are only available in Chinese. However, you can scan the QR codes next to each section and read the English translations on your phone, so it's still quite manageable. Alright, before we continue, let's take a short break. There is a cafe, a restaurant, and even a convenience store inside, so we're just going to grab a quick lunch here. And then there's the VR experience. I recommend booking this online in advance as it tends to sell out quite quickly. There are two versions. One is more gentle and the other is more intense and interactive. I went for the more intense one. It's actually a really interesting experience, a fun way to step back into ancient Egypt, and it helps you understand the space in a much more immersive way. Now we're stepping into the permanent exhibition. This is where the museum really caught me off guard. As a private museum, it's incredibly comprehensive. Inside, you will find Western art, sculptures, ancient armor and weapons, animal specimens, and these highly engaging interactive touchscreen displays where you can tap through and learn as you go. They even house one of the largest violin collections in the world. What I love is how everything flows. You move between art, armor, and musical instruments, and it all feels surprisingly seamless. And the way it's presented, very clean, very intentional. There's a lot to take in, but it never feels overwhelming. You can actually enjoy the pace of it. I also really appreciated the small details, like how they place curated display pieces even outside the washrooms. It's a subtle touch, but it says a lot. Honestly, this place exceeded my expectations. And what I didn't expect was how beautifully maintained the surroundings are as well. The grounds feel very alive. You see people picnicking, sitting around chatting, walking the dogs, just enjoying the space. You can really feel the years of care that have gone into maintaining this place, and I genuinely have a lot of respect for that. It's one of those places where you think half a day is enough, and then suddenly the whole day is gone. If you can, I'd recommend spending a full day here. Take your time, pause in between, and then come back in again, especially when there's a special exhibition on. So if you're coming to Tainan and you're looking for something beyond just food, this is definitely one place worth slowing down for. Hi, good morning from Tainan. I've been here many times before, And every time I come back, I'm reminded of two things: the warmth of the people here and the incredible food. So actually this is a very short trip, just 2 days and 1 night. There's no way my stomach can fit in everything I want to eat here. I will share a few places that's on my list that I'm able to visit this time. Now we're at one of Tainan's well-known beef hotpot spots, and this is the newer branch. It's more spacious, more comfortable, and there's even parking right next to the restaurant, which makes things a lot easier. Inside, you can actually see them cutting the beef fresh on the spot, and there's a takeaway section as well. Vegetables and hotpot ingredients are self-service. Ginger, soy sauce, chilies, garlic, xiaochajiang, all available at the sauce station. Everything you need to customize it to your taste. The broth is light, clear, slightly sweet, with a touch of seaweed that adds an extra layer of depth. And the beef, they told me they have more than 10 different fresh cuts, and they will actually decide what goes onto each plate for you. Just dip it in for a few seconds and that's it. Tender, clean, naturally sweet. Simple, but done really well. If you are here, there are plenty of great beef hotpot spots around. Just pick one and give it a try. Hopefully, you will find one you will enjoy as much as I did. This time, we're staying at the Grand Banyan Hotel. It's in a really convenient location, and overall, the experience has been great. I've been here a couple of times since back when they only had one shop. They've had this branch for a while now, but I've never actually tried it until today. So we ordered the signature beef soup and also the premium selection, which is available in limited quantities each day. The signature is leaner and lighter. The premium one has more marbling, so it feels softer, more tender, and a little more indulgent. But honestly, both are really satisfying. The beef is super fresh and tender. You get that clean beef aroma in every bite. And the broth, light, slightly sweet and clean. It just brings out the beef without getting in the way. One thing I really enjoy here is the sauce station. There's quite a lot to play with. Soy sauce paste, broad bean paste, shredded ginger, chili soy sauce. And my favorite, this one, the butter chili. We also got the stir-fried kailan with beef. At first glance, I thought the kailan looked a bit old, but it's actually crisp with a really nice bite. And the wok hei hits immediately, slightly smoky, savory. Then we tried the braised platter, beef shank, tendon, tripe, with garlic paste on the side, which really elevates the whole dish. Very local, very nostalgic. But for me, it's not the highlight here, and a little salty if you eat it on its own. And I also grabbed the spicy beef jerky. Very flavorful, lots of spices. And that's a wrap on this short little trip. Thank you for being here. Until next time, take care and stay in your bliss.